Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Game Mess. So, I got a super fun video for you guys today, and one that I'm excited to make. That is because every single time I talk about Super Mario Sunshine on the channel, I tell everyone who will listen that it is my favorite 3D Mario game ever made. From the bright cheery environments to the overall movement tech with Flood, when this game first came out on GameCube and I bought it, I fell in love with it, and every single time I play it, I'm as enamored with it as I was from day one. And about a year and a half ago when Super Mario Eclipse came out, I did a video telling everyone that it was outstanding and every bit as good as what Nintendo did, and now it recently got updated with new features, new areas, and a bunch of other fun to be had, so we're going to be talking about it today. And honestly, calling Super Mario Eclipse a ROM hack is kind of a misnomer. It's literally the unofficial official sequel to Super Mario Sunshine, because it's every bit as good as anything Nintendo did, and adds in basically a whole new sequel to the game, worked into the world of Super Mario Sunshine. And if you've never played this one before, but you have played Sunshine, I recommend you grab a complete save file for the base game, that way you can just jump into all of the new content, because trust me when I say the original release had a metric crap ton of it, and this new update has even more. And when I mean recently updated, I captured this within about 48 hours of the update going live, but scheduling is always a little bit of a problem on the channel with so much stuff happening at once. So I may actually put this over the July 4th weekend or near it, so when I say recently updated, it could be something where it is a week plus old at this point in time. But honestly, you probably didn't hear about it because for some reason, the people that know about Eclipse absolutely love it, and the people that don't are always surprised when I tell them they should check it out. And now getting a ton more content, new areas, and new features, as well as a bonus for collecting every single shine in Eclipse. Honestly, there's no reason not to play this game, and if you've never played it before, this is going to be the most all-encompassing version of the game. And with mods going to widescreen, being able to get a higher frame rate, and everything else, including changing up the moveset for Mario, it really is night and day different, pun incredibly much intended, for Sunshine versus Eclipse, and this is maybe the best ROM hack of a Mario game I've ever seen, and trust me, it's not like we are starved for choices when it comes to Mario ROM hacks in 2D or 3D. And honestly, I will say, if you think about it this way, this is kind of like the quote-unquote lost levels for Super Mario Brothers, which is to say the difficulty's definitely been ramped up. From the boss fights to the secret areas and everything else, if you've 120 shine completed, something like Sunshine, and you want more of a challenge, this is definitely going to give it to you. But it is always fair, it is always giving you a chance to succeed. You just need to be really good at the game and understand what the game's asking of you. And as far as the changes are concerned, I will go over those in a few minutes, but I really just want to show you guys some footage of Eclipse in action, so that if you never played it before, you understand the quality we're getting. I am blown away by all the developers involved in this, from the coding to the art to the environment. It is a perfect blend of what Super Mario Sunshine was, because that really is the thing when you're making new areas. They don't just need to be fun, they need to be a tonal and visual match for what came before them, so they really do feel like it's something that you just never played back in the day. And honestly, in my opinion, if Nintendo had made a Super Mario Sunshine 2 a sequel for GameCube, this is exactly what I wanted out of it. Nothing more and nothing less. Because honestly, I never expect Nintendo to go and actually make a sequel to this game at any point in time in the future, so if Nintendo fans did what Nintendo wouldn't do for us. But in this instance, I'm not surprised Nintendo wouldn't, because Sunshine still seems to be a very divisive game. But you leave me a comment down below and you tell me, Sunshine, thumbs up or thumbs down, and what is your favorite 3D Mario game of all time? For me, it definitely is Sunshine, but I don't really think we've had a quote-unquote bad 3D Mario game. Basically, we're kind of argue about what's the #1 spot in an absolute franchise of bangers. And you will see here, if you never played, there are shortcuts to different areas in the game, so there's basically an entirely new overworld that you can navigate around and kind of find out what else is going on. And I'm just showing you again some of the earlier areas in these maps, that way you can understand it's stuff you can find, but I'm not showing you later game stuff because I want you to have that sense of surprise that I first did when I did a 120 shine run on Eclipse, because trust me, you're going to find areas in this game that were never there before, and they are so seamlessly merged into the experience of what Sunshine was. You really do feel like this thing is just a fully realized version of what Sunshine was supposed to be back in the day. Let's do a soundtrack sample so you can get some vibes off the music, and I'll be right back. I mean, honestly, the music in the game is every bit as strong as all of the new visuals and all of the new levels. And you'll see here, it says 22 days ago, but it's been updated since then. You'll see it at the bottom that it doesn't actually say 22 days. But there's been a bunch of tweaks, bug fixes, improvements, new areas, and everything else added to the game. So if you did play Eclipse when it first came out, trust me, jump back into this one. You're going to find some fun stuff in here. And again, I love the developers love to hide stuff here and there so you can actually find it when you're just looking in corners. And this does have its own texture pack as well, which I am showing you in the video, and I will leave a link in the description below to that as well, so you can kind of play around with it, because obviously I'm running this on Dolphin. There's no way you're getting this performance out of an actual GameCube. Even if you duct tape four of them together, you still wouldn't be able to make it work. And honestly, this absolutely looks incredible coming out of Dolphin here, running it in 4K internal running resolution, and then bringing the project down into a 1080p timeline with the new textures and everything else. It's just a stunning game. I think that's really what I love about Super Mario Sunshine, and by extension Eclipse, just how bright and cheery and colorful this game world is. Almost feels more like a Sega game with those bright blue skies than anything else, although I'm sure that will be a controversial statement. And that is why Eclipse was so effective. Blending the art style was never going to be easy because it was so unique and so individualized, but the developers here did an incredible job. And when I say this game can present a challenge, I 100% mean it. We're going to go start to finish through one of the secret areas here, and you have to be very good at this game, and I will tell you right now, I died a good dozen times or so to actually get the Shine Sprite in this area. And that's something I really love about Eclipse. It really does challenge you to understand the entirety of Mario's moveset. I love the areas in the game where they remove FLUDD completely from you. Now obviously that's something we saw in the base game of Sunshine. I always loved it there, but getting these more challenging areas in Eclipse really does push the boundaries of what the movement tech for Mario is. And trust me, don't turn around too quickly like I did there. You will run directly off that mushroom. But a lot of what Eclipse is, at least in these bonus areas, is trying to understand the mastery of the moveset and be able to figure out exactly where to move and how to move. There's just something almost puzzly in its nature that I absolutely love, and there, being able to recover in the wall jump back onto the mushroom, definitely something that was pure luck. I didn't actually plan that because you need a double jump there. And you can definitely play around with all the settings in the game as well, because it gives you a full settings menu. You can do 4:3, you can do 16:9, you can do 16:10 for something like the Steam Deck. You can give yourself infinite lives, change up your moveset, and basically everything else. So it really gives you the ultimate ability not only to play a brand new Super Mario Sunshine game that maybe you didn't realize even existed, but one that's updated and one that lets you craft the experience you want. That's always fun, giving the power to the players to decide what it is they want to do. Because honestly, I would just put on the unlimited lives default, just turn that on when you start playing it, because you really want to be spending time collecting games in a 3D Mario game. Just play it for the challenge, not for the fact that you could technically quote-unquote run out of lives. But leave me a comment down below and you tell me, did you know Super Mario Eclipse existed, and did you play it? And if not, how are you vibing on it right now when you're watching this capture? I would be curious, because like I said, I am definitely keeping a lot of the most fun areas out of the video because I want you to organically find those. Let's go into the next soundtrack sample, because the bonus world music, absolutely a 10 out of 10, and I'll be right back with more. What I should have said there is the overworld area as well as this bonus level area has the same music, so I kind of misspoke and said it correctly all in the same breath. But honestly, Super Mario Eclipse is just straight up 10 out of 10. It's probably the biggest Mario ROM hack I've ever seen. It's probably the most successful one I've ever seen, and it's definitely covering territory that I would love, because I still think Sunshine is the best game ever made as far as 3D Mario is concerned. So definitely check this one out. I will leave a link in the description below to the patch where you can go over all the extensive improvements and additions. But maybe don't read all the additions things, that way you can actually organically find them. Unless you've already 120 completed this game, then maybe just read what's new so you can experience it and move on. But honestly, Super Mario Sunshine, my favorite game of all time in the 3D Mario franchise, and Eclipse, the best ROM hack I've ever seen made. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.